Hello friends, this is Kevin with Chasing Fish for Life, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, I appreciate you watching.
I'm Amy. Today we're going to be cooking out of Pam Johnson's Gulf Coast Kitchen. Got this book at our local tackle town, and it has lots of wonderful stuff in it. What we're going to be making, it's called Trout and Oysters with Cream Spinach Sauce. We're going to have snapper, no oysters, and instead of spinach, I have fresh kale out of my garden. But we'll see, his first time trying this recipe. What I'm going to put together first is my coating topping that's going to go on the fish, and I'm going to use parmesan bread crumbs. And I'm also cutting this recipe in half because being we're not doing the oysters and as many fillets, there's just two of us. So I need a half a cup of breadcrumbs. And then I need about a half a teaspoon of, it said fresh rosemary, but I don't have fresh, I have dried. So we'll just take a pinch out of here and kind of chop it up and call it good. Maybe we'll do 2 of these. Some feta cheese, which I'm going to do 1/8 of a cup, a little more than that. And it calls for Parmesan cheese, but being there was Parmesan in the breadcrumbs, I'm going to leave my Parmesan just to top it at the end. But we need to mix this around. I'm going to use this little end. And when we get a little closer, then we're going to dredge our fish in it. I thought I broke up this feta a little bit, but it looks like it still needs some. I'm going to use my pastry brush to chop it some more. Well, that helped a little bit, but it's going to have to work. All right, we'll set this to the side for right now. We're going to work on our spinach sauce. And we are going to melt, this is a half of a stick of butter, and we'll be mincing 1/4 of a cup of minced onions, a half of a green bell pepper, 3 green onions, and eventually I'll be adding in 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. But we're going to let this butter melt, and then we will cook our veggies. I already made my sides ahead of time. I have bulgur with kind of rotel and black beans. And this one's kind of hard to tell. It's hominy with rotel and cheese. Today is one of our first real cold snaps that we've had for the year so far for 2025. I think it's a warm 54 degrees outside. All right, we're going to put a little bit of butter on these fillets so that I can get this breadcrumbs to stick to it.
It's going to be good.
Let's hope. Not, I think I'm hungry enough that it doesn't matter. I'm not sure about my feta sticking to that. We can always sprinkle some on top once it's done. That side did real good. The same thing to this one. Okay, I'm going to put my garlic in there. 4 to 5 cloves. 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. Of course, I use my cheddar garlic. There's 4. Let me stir this around and see what we need here. I think I'm going to go with that. All right. The next thing is the 1/4 of a cup of chardonnay and a 1/2 a cup of heavy whipping cream. And the other thing is the kale that I have. We want to wilt that down. And that won't take long at all. Trying to decide exactly how much I want to put in. And once this cooks down a little bit, then I will put in my heavy whipping cream and we'll get our sauce finished. And then the last thing we need to do is cook our fillets. And they'll be cooked in olive oil and butter. If anything, if it doesn't taste good, it's going to look pretty with all these colors. Let me make sure. Yes, a 1/2 a cup of heavy whipping cream. I say let's do it. Let this simmer to thicken. And I might do just a little bit of salt and pepper. Rinse off the spoon. I might give it a little taste. See if it needs something else. I'm just going to take a little taste and see what I think.
Rich. Should be a little rich with a little bit of oil, butter.
A little bit.
Whipping cream.
think I just want another pinch of salt.
And this is just going to be the sauce that goes on top of the fish, right?
Yes. Another pinch of pepper. What I can do is switch our burners here while this is still cooking, thickening a little. We can start getting our fire hot for the fish. Once it's cooked, spoon that on top, add our sides, and we're ready to eat. Okay, I think I have my oil hot and ready to put my fish in. But I coated the fish in that extra butter, I might need it. My sauce, I pulled it to the side because it looks like it's thickened pretty good. Now we just wait on the fish.
I wished I had 2 of these. All right.
I'm gonna let my husband do the flipping.
Let's see how well we...
Looks good.
Yep. It doesn't take long for fish, so...
Another thing to check if fish is done is see if it flakes, which we are definitely there.
So it should be... It's pretty light and tender.
We just need to see if it's browned on the bottom here. Oh yeah, I think we can take them off.
Okay.
I think we're ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, you want me to do it?
Plate those babies up for us.
Okay.
Right.
So we have some fish ready.
Let's put our sauce that we worked on. We have bulgur with rotel and black beans. And this is our hominy.
Hominy and what is it?
Cheese with rotel in it. Creamy hominy. Creamy, cheesy hominy. Bon appetit.
Looks pretty good. Guess we'll try this out.
Cheers to a new recipe.
Yep. That's pretty good. I like the crusties on the fish is pretty good.
I could sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top, but I think because I used Parmesan bread crumbs, don't really need to.
So it has a bit of a light crust from searing it in the pan, and I think it makes it pretty good with that little bit of a crust on it.
Here's to another successful meal. If you get a chance, that's a pretty neat cookbook. I can show you one more time. Their recipe versus ours. From Pam Johnson's Gulf Coast Kitchen. Baked, broiled, and fried. Fish, shrimp, oysters, crabs, and more.
Well, friends, I appreciate you watching. Kevin and Amy with Chasing Fish for Life, and we're occasionally going to be doing some cooking videos in addition to the fishing, and hope you enjoyed it. And you can leave your comments below if you try the recipe and let us know what you think. We'll also, I guess we'll get the recipe listed in the description, and
like and subscribe.
and we'll see you next time.